Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Humans continue to evolve from time to time. So what distinguishes humans in the past from this today? Maybe some of us will answer the body shape, the place to live, the model of clothing, or etc. But actually what changes is how they think, how they interpret and make decisions for situations. Nowadays, humans are required to think appropriately. I believe you're already familiar with critical thinking. Someone said that critical thinking is the next step of human evolution. But what if humans never built their critical thinking? What if humans are too lazy to think about their lives? Before we get into this topic, I'm Silvia Faridahtul Fauziyah from Indonesian Railway Polytechnic, and I'm standing here to deliver my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said previously, critical thinking is the next step of human evolution. Critical thinking is this, critical thinking is that. I have mentioned it a couple times, so what is critical thinking actually? Critical thinking is someone's ability to think by analyzing, evaluating, also synthesizing information. So what is critical thinking for? What is important? Here's the thing. Let's imagine that humans are too lazy to think about their lives, not taking any decision or initiative. They will definitely experience a many setbacks, often being tricked by people, losing everything, being unable to compete. Crime is everywhere, but still, they cannot do anything about it. If it continues to the downward spiral, they will be left with nothing, and then extinct. It will become meaningless. Critical thinking is not about thinking in a second and the problem solved. It is process, analysis, also considerations. Even at my school, like my friends and I experiment sometimes. We don't know anything about the lesson and just let it flow. At that time, I didn't want to think more deeply about material I received. I just wanted to turn back home to play and have fun. But then when the exam day came, I had a lot of trouble. Even there you got it. When I saw my paper, I was like, what's it? I got blank. I don't know anything about it. Even if I remember something, I don't know how to explain it on my paper. Of course, I had bad grades and low rank. Okay, let's say it's not about grades and ranking, but how could I survive in this class if I keep missing my lessons, if I continue to be apathic, if I don't take the time to study well? Of course, it's going to be hard for me to continue the next material because in terms of knowledge, I'm far behind my friends. This is still the example in the realm of school education. If we relate to real life, the problem we faced will be much more complex. It's no longer a matter about seeing constant or how big the angle of triangle is. It will be much more complicated. Well, we're back to the fact that critical thinking is not just thinking. It needs some process, also analysis, but the good news is critical thinking can be trained. It can be owned. Ladies and gentlemen, what are strategies to build critical thinking? First, providing opportunities to ask questions and give those responses. Maybe we can try to identify where something happened. For example, a rainbow. Where does it come from? Where the shape is curved, or a little question that bother your brain. Second, make an argument about what are you thinking about. Then do research and broaden your insight. The next question must be, how do we broaden our insight? Maybe we can ask the experts how rainbow being or aspect for broaden more and more. We need literacy. Literacy is a basic competency to develop because it can help people communicate effectively in understanding the world. Literacy underpins mindset. The right mindset results in critical logic. But however, in reality, not everyone is interested in build critical thinking because they don't realize how important the thing is. Suppose we introduce the importance of critical thinking skills to students from the beginning in an adequate curriculum. Indeed, they will make more effort to develop their critical thinking, also maximize their potential, so that in living their lives, they can adapt to changes, not easily being influenced or disinformation, also can take the right decision and wisdom decision. That can be good foundation for the future. One main point to remember is critical thinking opens the door to knowledge and wisdom to use for future. Thank you for your time and attention. Let's end this speech and make it starting point for the bigger journey. I'm Silvia from Indonesian Railway Polytechnic. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.